In this tutorial, we will see how easy it is to do a life cycle cost and CO2 emissions analysis with GLD. As you can see, we've already designed a vertical heat exchanger that has 64 boreholes, each of which is about 280 feet deep, and the system has a peak performance or worst case performance of 14.4 EER and 4.1 COP. Now let's see how we can do a financial and emissions analysis. First, I can hit this button here to open up the finance module. Briefly, let's look at the module. We have a tab for geothermal systems. At the top it shows the power, electricity, water, and other consumption of the system for a primary geothermal system as well as a hybrid system. Then we have a conventional tab where we can specify up to 5 different conventional systems. For each system we can specify the cooling system and the heating system and choose from a range of equipment types. Then we have the Utilities tab where we can specify the utility costs as well as inflation rates for different types of fuels. Then we have other costs related to CO2 emissions and emissions costs, building construction costs, and equipment related costs on a square foot basis. Finally, we have incentives, state, federal, local, national incentives geared towards saving money for geothermal system installation. To bring this design project into the finance module, all I have to do is hit this import button and then select the project and hit OK, and immediately we see in the results tab the annual and life cycle cost, net present value life cycle costs associated with the system. We have energy consumption costs, CO2 emissions and emissions costs, water use and costs, maintenance costs, mechanical room lease, and a total for the annual. Then over 10 years we have it summed up in net present value terms. We can compare the system up to a conventional system very easily by going to the conventional tab, specifying a system, and choosing the type of system we're going to use. Let's use an electric air-cooled chiller. No, instead let's use a unitary air conditioner that has an efficiency of, say, 12. Then on the heating side, let's use a fuel oil boiler with an efficiency of 85%. And let's just hit the calculate button and see what we get. We see on an annual basis the geothermal system saving about $13,000 per year, and over 10 years the savings is about $75,000 to $100,000. There's a lot more detail one can go into to specify and customize the financial analysis, but this is a quick demonstration to show how it works.